Morning Nigeria, welcome to Social Media Trends on the Weekend Show. My name is Ina Peters. You will agree with me that we saw a lot on social media this week, and I'm here to give you all the tea that we found really attractive. Now, the first one is ban on Almajiri. Now, for those of you that don't know, Almajiri is a system of Islamic education practiced in northern Nigeria. Now, when this news hit the internet, a lot of people had their contributions to say, and let's look at Vanguard newspaper that actually broke the news on Twitter. Breaking, FG to prescribe Almajiri system. Let's look at the report following this tweet. The National Security Advisor Babagana Monguno Thursday said that the federal government will prescribe the Almajiri system and other groups that have become a problem to the society. This is as the Inspector General of Police Mohammed Adamu has said that the security situation in the country has stabilized. Let's look at the reactions that trailed this news. At Adamu Garba, the consideration by federal government for abolishing the Almajiri system is a welcome development so long as an adequate system of incentive is put in place to substitute the old program, encourage evolution of a better, more befitting system of modern and cultural education system for Arewa. Moving on. At Danjuma_Steven, Imo, this should not be a matter of consideration. The Almajiri system should be abolished. These kids deserve to be off the streets and have better welfare. If they want to further acquire Islamic knowledge, they should be enrolled in proper Islamic schools. At Danjuma also continued, the ideology of taking them to a malam to live with his family under the guise of acquiring Islamic knowledge is wrong, unless if the malam is able to take very good care of these kids and not send them to beg on the street. My thoughts all along the way. At Chidi Odinkalu joining the conversation also tweeted, the Almajiri system can't be explained in a tweet or two, but the numbers may help. 1.5 decades ago, Kano State estimated that it had over 1.25 million Almajiri. Since then, the number has nearly doubled. You can't prescribe this number of kids out of existence. And finally, at the Shehus, if President Muhammadu Buhari doesn't know the full ramification of the effect of banning the Almajiri system, the best he can do is to set up a new committee to provide recommendations or work on existing recommendations before taking action. This is a serious and sensitive issue in the North. And I think I agree with that. It's a very serious and sensitive issue in the North. But we're moving on now to a celebratory news. Now, the Super Falcons have qualified to the round of 16 in the Women's World Cup taking place in France. Now, a video surfaced online this week showing them celebrate. And, you know, it was a very tearful and emotional moment when they found out they had qualified. Let's take a look at that video. They were, you know, praying, thanking God, crying. It was just really beautiful to watch, to be honest. And I'm super proud of the Super Falcons. You know, they say what a man can do, a woman can do it better. If I remember correctly, I don't think the Super Eagles qualified to this stage, but hey, the Super Falcons did it. But yeah, let's look at some of the congratulatory messages that followed this video and, you know, just the whole news. Former Super Eagles player and coach Sunday Oolise tweeted, "Bravo, Super Falcons of Nigeria have for the first time in 20 years progressed to the knockout stage of the World Cup. These girls deserve it. Now we face Germany in the round of 16. At JMX 7 also, with the way Super Falcons trended yesterday, I thought we won the World Cup already. Hashtag Soar Super Falcons, hashtag Germany, Wagba control. Okay. And IGAB for real. Congratulations, Nigeria. It's Nigeria versus Germany. Why do I have a feeling Super Falcons will pull a shocker against the German side? The feeling is so strong. Retweet or like if you feel the same. And of course, we see the art portrayal of Super Falcon and a German player, but I think the one of the Super Falcon is a bit whitewashed. But anyways, let's move on from that. So to another, Bashori is tweeting, the point is, every opportunity to progress is a victory in itself. So I joy with the families and Nigerians for another opportunity to see them once again in the national shirt. And I wish them the best of luck. Keep flying, hashtag Super Falcons. Let's take a look at the very last comment before we move on to the next story. Hima Jesus Jr. tweeting. And of course, we have a video attached to this tweet. Super Falcons, when they discover they progress to the round of 16. Congratulations, Nigeria. Let's take a look at the video.
You can see, I am not dead.
They are not dead. They are still doing it, and we're wishing and we're rooting for them. Bring back the cup, Super Falcons. I believe in you. You can actually defeat Germany. I see these things. Moving on to a very, very interesting story. You know, a lot of times we always hear the statement, shoot your shot. You know, this is 2019, shoot your shot. And guess what? Some people are actually doing it. Now, I'm going to tell you the story of a young man who goes by his handle on Twitter is actually Drew_certified. Now, Drew actually likes Genevieve Naji, and he decided to shoot his shot. Now, he tweeted after Genevieve posted a couple of pictures on her page. He retweeted the pictures with a post. Hello, Genevieve. I find you attractive, and I know you might be wondering who I am. So I would like to avail you the opportunity to know me more, perhaps over lunch. Should you accept, please send me a DM at your earliest convenience with a feasible date. Do have a good evening. Now, when Drew dropped this tweet, a lot of people jumped in on the conversation. At Bliston tweeting, replying, Drew, this gotta be the smoothest shot, straight to the point, confidence on 100, whether she reply or not, a king still. Okay? Showing solidarity. And at Deji, Adeyanju also tweeted, you passed all the single-digit economy and went straight to the World Bank. Ha ha ha. You don't know what's going on. Okay, moving on. At Eclixtica 2806 also tweeted, beyond Twitter bans, what you've just done shows a lot of guts, and if you take this kind of attitude to any market, you'd be a serial winner. Even if you are the underdog, when you approach the giant in your niche, let's move on to the next tweet, you'd slay him. Sometimes we may not know we have a useful skill until someone points it out to us. At other times, we may know we have a skill, but we take it for granted. I hope you understood my TED Talk. And let's move on to the last. Okay, this is not the last one, but from Twitter. At the Lagos Tailor, replying Drew, I think a lot of people were rallying around him. If she says yes, and you intend to wear a kaftan, I'll kit you for free. Now, the conversation did not even just end on Twitter. Apparently, there's a popular Nigerian comedian who has a huge crush on Genevieve Naji, and he's never been shy to say it. Now, this comedian is Funny Bone Official. He's always posting about her. So when he saw the news on Twitter, he actually took it over to Instagram. Now, here's what he had to say. Oga Drew, well done, oh. You think you can just come take what belongs to another man, Abi? She should send you a DM, Abi. Oh, yeah, clap for yourself now. Brad Pitt that you are. At Genevieve Naji, baby, please ignore. You know I got too much Ifunaya for you. You and I were meant to be together, baby. Okay, I mean, when you're Genevieve Naji, everybody wants to sit down with you. But I must say, bravo to that young man. You know, it's not easy actually shooting your shots. And according to Deji, he went from, you know, normal economy to like World Bank standards. So good one for him. Talking about Instagram. So former BBNAIJA star, BB Africa star, I beg your pardon, Uti Wachiku trended this week. Now, what did Uti do? Uti actually took to his page to post something, kind of like, you know, an appreciation post about his favorite housemate, which is no longer news, Sisi Nwadiora. Now, here's what he wrote on his page. Well, 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 what can I say? How much louder can I shout? How much more words can I write? Many are called, but alas, very few are chosen. Nwadiora, an Igbo name meaning picking way good for the community. Need I say more? Since winning the show, she has received massive support and she hasn't stopped dishing it back to back. In my tribute to her after BBNAIJA last year, I wrote, and I quote, in Big Brother, There are always two winners, the winner of the grand prize and the one that beats the odds. I went on further to say, the sun shines in its time and so does the moon. Prepare for your time. You are definitely going to be successful. I am no prophet, but ladies and gents, I present to you the most successful housemate of BBNAIJA 2018, Miss CC_official Wadura. Now, when he dropped this, of course, we had to go to his comment sections. Now, Sisi had this to say, reacting to the post. She said, "At Sir Uti, brother, you are a blessing. Thank you for showing me love, your support, and above all, a glimpse of God through your actions. Thank you. Whoever has you in their corner is successful. We must ball forever." Let's look at another comment that followed this. Kemi smiles. What's the point drawing conclusions on who is the most successful? Every other housemate is doing well in their various fields. This doesn't show maturity nor love. If you have genuine love for your fave, give him or her 100 support rather than demoting other housemates. If I may ask, what impact has Jara given to Nigerians? Please stop the hate already. Well, Kemsi is not the only person that found this annoying. Former housemate of the BBNAIJA Double Wahala House, Princess, took to her own social media page and she had this to say. I felt that as a former housemate, he should know better than to outrightly quote a comparison. It's just unnecessary. Most housemates have gone through a phase of depression, insecurity, anger, regret, and they have also moved past it and gotten stronger. You can't come and start this unspoken trivia now. It's not cool. Well, Ifwe Nada also had something to say. Let's look at that. The definition of success is relative. Until I give Uti 5 million naira now, come sign am as my first brand ambassador. You no go no say me sef, I successful. LOL. Let's keep pushing, my brothers and sisters. We're all doing well. Nobody put a timeline or expiration on when we can achieve success. Some things are seen better with time. Now, of course, after the heavy backlash, Uti now took to his Instagram page to actually, kind of like tender an apology to anyone he had offended. And here's what he had to say. All right, to those offended, calm your nerves, no harm meant. When you're proud of someone, you will give all the accolades you can, especially when you remember the bashing you went through for your support. So let me rephrase and edit. Sisi is one of the most successful housemates of BBNAIJA 2018. Now let's look at some of the reactions that followed a reaction that followed his new post. At I am Sahare, his opinion, others shouldn't be pained and really don't have to respond. Most ladies don't know how to be proper and emotionally mature these days at all. SMH. Well, I guess Uti has been forgiven. It was his opinion, but many are saying he took it a bit too far. Well, what do you think? Tell us what you think about his comments and everything that we have discussed today. You can join the conversation. Follow us on all our social media platforms showing right now on your TV screens, and the story and the conversation continues. But before I leave, I'm going to be sharing with you our video of the week. Now, this video is really, really cute and hilarious, all joined together. Now, a little girl who traveled to Dubai, upon hearing she was returning to Nigeria, was not having it at all. She was crying, and we followed her from when she was in Dubai when she got to Nigeria, and she was still crying. And the popular question everyone is asking is, who know like better thing? Thank you very much for hanging in there with me. My name is Ina Peters. Don't go anywhere, because after the video of the week, the political segment is up next on The Weekend Show.
You don't want to go back to Nigeria? You want to stay here? Like, seriously? Huh? There is no light. So you don't want to enter? Because there is no light. Please now, enter. They will on Mekano. Please. Angela, why are you crying now? Eh? We beg you to enter. Now you have entered, you are still crying again. You mean you don't like Nigeria again? You want to go back to Dubai? You are enjoying Dubai? You are enjoying Dubai? Angela, we will go back by next month, eh?